What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. Today we have an utterly just fun hunter build for you. You will have insane survivability. I'm talking woven mail for up to 20 seconds. It is just insane how long you can keep that lasting. You're going to create a ton of orbs of power, suspend every single enemy that you come across, and at the end of the day, have a fantastic survivability, never have to actually reload your weapons, and the best part is you can use any type of loadout that you want. Of course, we'll break down our subclass for you, as well as our exotic, the loadout we're choosing to use, and any mods from our artifact and our armor that are going to synergize with this build, take it into some negative content for you, and just show you how fun this actually is. So real quick, before we break down this build, let me just show you this gameplay loop real fast. And I've just been running solo ops, running fire team ops, messing around in here just to see how well this interacts with everything, and it is a blast. So basically, all you have to do is suspend stuff. Just by getting your suspend off, you will get woven mail based on the number of enemies you suspend. And you can see how fast this class ability is coming back right there. It's just off of one kill. We get to suspend every single enemy that we want. So the real question is, how do we do that? First up, of course, with our subclass, Ensnaring Slam is a must here. This allows you to use your class ability in the air, and when you do that, you will suspend enemies, and suspending enemies grants you woven mail. Now, I'm opting to go with grapple. It's movement, it's fun, it's powered melee, it's a grenade kill, can't go wrong with that one. The next aspect is up to you. I opted to go with Widow's Silk. Reason being is you have 2 grapple charges, and then you also create a grapple point, meaning you can grapple once and then use that grapple point to then grapple onto it again and not have to actually use your grapple. So it's really nice. Now, for the fragments we're opting to go with here is Thread of Warning. So picking up an Orb of Power grants woven mail for the times that we just want to keep our woven mail up as much as possible. Then next up is going to be Thread of Wisdom. So defeating suspended targets will create an Orb of Power. As you saw, we suspend everything, so we will create a ton of orbs of power off of this. Then there's Thread of Continuity. Suspend, travel, unravel, sever effects basically last longer. Lastly is Thread of Transmutation. This is mainly here just for the +10 to melee stats. We have 75. So while we have woven mail, weapon final blows will create a tangle. Then we can just use that to shoot it or destroy it. So how do we suspend everything? That is thanks to this wonderful broken exotic Radiant Dance Machines. This thing ran amok in the Crucible a while back, and I've actually never used this in PvE, and I'm pleasantly surprised with how fun this is. So we're focusing basically on this bottom section here. So final blows with primary ammo weapons return dodge energy, which can overflow to create additional charges when full. And let me show you what that means. So we have 1 dodge here right now. Let's go ahead and get a kill. There's 2 dodges. Let's get another kill. And now we have 3 dodges. The great thing about this is with the change to Marksman's Dodge, it will pick up 1 Orbs of Power if using Powerful Attraction. It will also reload all of your weapons, so I'll show you that really quick. So now we use Marksman's Dodge, reloads that, and that. And of course, this does synergize when you use your slam as well. Reloads all your weapons, which just keeps you in the fight longer because then you just pull out your primary, kill those, and then you have your dodge back again. Utterly fun. So the loadout that I'm opting to go with this is, of course, New Malpaeus. Reason being is it can also suspend enemies. This whole build is around suspension and Strand. So basically, if you get 6 shots on an enemy, you hold your reload button and it will suspend them. It also detonates on that second one too. I don't think those enemies will let me do that. So we're going to pull up a bigger guy here so I can show you the suspend animation on that real quick too. And again, this does pretty good damage. Of course, Mint Retrograde is a better rocket pulse, but this can suspend targets. So we like that too. And then of course, when we get that kill on a suspended target, it'll create an Orb of Power. Next up, we're opting to go with Mida Mini Tool. One, specifically, it has a great origin trait that synergizes with the main focus of the build, which is our class ability. So it has Vanguard Determination. So after we use our class ability, final blows with this weapon will grant us bonus resistance for a long duration. And that's just going to pair well with woven mail. Next up, of course, Incandescent. And I would use Heal Clip here if I had it, but Attrition Orbs is really nice because we can just create Orbs of Power on sustained damage. Again, it doesn't matter what your loadout is. This is what I found to be a lot of fun. You can really run whatever you want. The main focus is going to be your primary weapon because that synergizes with your exotic. Next up, we're using Unwavering Duty. Solar weapon, we're building into solar surges, so why not toss this on? Plus, I like machine guns quite a bit. For the artifact mod specifically that we're utilizing here, first up, of course, we want tightly woven. So while we have woven mail active, we'll gain increased class ability as well as grenade stats. Then, we've got flame fiber and freeze. So if you want to combine your solar and your strand mods, you can. Then there's also threadling proliferation. So dealing strand weapon damage will have the chance to spawn a threadling. Then we have fever and chill. Since we're using solar weapons, we might as well get free radiant off of rapid kills or constant precision damage. Then, since we're going to create threadlings, pack tactics, dealing threadling damage will increase, dealing damage with threadlings will increase threadling damage, and it can stun unstoppables. Next up is Cauterized Darkness. So Strand debuffed enemies will get more damage from solar from all sources. Then Shield Crush here is utterly fantastic because while we have Woven Mail active, which is going to be all of the time, it will increase the recharge rate of our melee as well as its damage. And then lastly is Tangled Web. So creating a tangle by defeating a strand debuff target will suspend nearby enemies. It's not necessary that you have that by any means. We toss it on there because why not? If we're shooting enemies from far away, it's just another way to suspend them. So the rest of the mods that we're going to be opting to go with is 2 Dynamo. Reason being is this will reduce our super cooldown. So every time we do that Ensnaring Slam, it's going to give us more super energy. Then a Harmonic Siphon just for the strand weapon damage because we're already creating orbs of power with our Might and Mini tool with attrition orbs. You could easily slot one of these off for a solar strand dual mod so you can create orbs off both. Then melee mod. So for the gauntlets, we're opting to go with a heavy-handed and a firepower. Reason being is if you don't know, grapple melee counts as both a grenade as well as a melee. So when you get a grapple melee kill, you will create 2 orbs of power. Then we're also using momentum transfer. So while we cause damage with our grenade, it reduces our melee cooldown. Next up is going to be resistance mods. Of course, match the activity you're going into. Then a solar ammo generation or primary ammo generation, essentially, to get more ammo for your heavy and your special weapon. Legs, we're tossing on 2 solar surge mods. So that way our heavy weapon and our primary deal more damage. Then a better already. So when we pick up orbs of power, it will give us health back. Lastly, class item, we're going to be using our class ability a ton with this build. So we're tossing on Reaper. So when we dodge or we use our Ensnaring Slam, our next weapon, Final Blow, will create an orb of power. And every time when we dodge, we're going to pick up orbs within 12 meters with powerful attraction. And lastly, distribution. So when it reduces our cooldown when we use our class ability near targets. And that is going to be 99% of the time, probably. Obviously, we want to suspend everything, so this will just help us get all of our abilities back even faster. I don't think you need a specific armor archetype to run in here. At the end of the day, for stats, I wanted high class, high super, high grenade, and I got a little bit higher melee too, which is really nice. Your weapon, your health stat don't really matter. Mostly, I wanted to keep my class above 75 to reduce its cooldown in general. It's 15 seconds, not too bad. But since primary weapons give us class ability energy anyways, I found around 80 or above to be a pretty good sweet spot for that. So we're going to go take this into some negative content, suspend everything, and just see how much fun this can actually be. So the main goal here is to see if we can get over 20 seconds of woven mail, which that's the most that I've gotten at the moment. So I'm not sure if that's the cap because it does scale based on the amount of enemies you suspend. So let's just see really quickly. 20 seconds is just insane. The dude just went boom. Holy cow. Having 20 seconds of woven mail, having that damage reduction, plus if you pick up an orb, you're also just going to get woven mail also. It's kind of crazy. This build has been just nothing but fun. Obviously, it's not, a meta DPS build or anything like that, but frankly, we're having lots and lots of fun with it. And with the changes to marksman dodge, being able to pick up ammo, auto reload all of your weapons is just really too good to pass up. And using new exotics that we have never used before is always a blast. Oh, I forgot to shoot. All right, we'll just kill him with the primary. That way we get a are... Ooh, an exotic. Those are not exciting at all to get anymore. You get your super back so fast with this too, because not only are you creating orbs of power off of melee kills, grenade kills, you're creating orbs of power by killing suspended enemies. Unravel killed him. And you're unraveling, honestly, everything. So having this much in terms of your ability to create orbs of power means pretty much your armor charges should usually always be full unless you're out of combat, meaning your weapons are always going to be doing the most damage possible. All right, there. Look at these bad guys over here trying to be cool. And it's so nice because like you can play a little bit more aggressive with this, knowing that we're going to get woven mail just by using that and getting our suspend off. There's another 20 seconds of woven mail. More orbs. I'm just, dude, it's insane. This has been nothing but a great time. So with the class identity changes, obviously, if you guys checked out our most recent Warlock build, we had some fun with that one. We will be making a Titan one after this. But this is more than, I mean, you can use this with so many different builds with just the changes in terms of what you want. But hey, why not try to use something you guys have never used before? All right, let's go kill you guys. Create 2 orbs of power because we got to suspend, which is extremely nice. So basically, you know, we're using our suspend, which we get an orb when we get that kill. Plus, since it procs Reaper, it also gets an orb of power, which is why we're getting those 2. And then attrition orbs, and that procs will give us a 3rd one, if it does happen to proc on one of those enemies. I really am interested to see what... Oh, look at all these guys. You know what? Let's just do it twice. Why not? Kill all their shields. Did they stay suspended for so long? Let's suspend them again. And of course we can use our melee to sever so we can take less damage. There's woven mail back. At this point, we just need to shoot the crystals. We're having too much fun. Should we go suspend that guy? Yeah, we totally should suspend that guy. Dude, it's insane how long he's suspended. You really do have an infinite suspend, it's crazy. I've probably said that 5 times now, but hey, it's the truth. Let me suspend that guy, create more orbs, which is really good in a fire team too. If you're doing any type of fire team activities, your teammates are gonna love you. And if you guys don't have a fire team, check out our Discord link down below if you guys want to run any type of content. Of course, we always stream on the weekends as well. So if there's, you know, conquests or pinnacle activity, exotic missions you guys want to do, or dungeons, come say hi. Let's run some stuff together. Okay. Sorry, bud. Gotta get the suspend off. All right, let's go kill the boss. I think I had woven mail up that entire time. Same with armor charges too. Just nutty. All right, the boss. I mean, obviously we can't use... Let's just get as many class abilities as we can. So in negative 30 content, it's about 3 kills. That was a ish to get all your class abilities up. Okay, we don't need... I don't think we need heavy ammo. Alright, let's proc woven mail real quick. 2 enemies gave us 8 seconds. Super nice. Okay, perfect. And also, this thing deals insane damage. We did just get the catalyst. We haven't completed it yet. So once we get the catalyst fully completed, we will go ahead and do a little full review on it. Okay, but it does have insane super regen. Woven mail, thank you. Let's pick up some orbs, get health back. Kill that guy. Give us our class ability back too. Oh, we didn't actually defeat him. There we go. All right, where are you guys at? Okay. Kill this guy. That was 3 orbs right there because we had attrition orbs. I think that was one of the first times I've had to reload. All right, let's use our heavy weapon. Because this does have a solar surge and has target lock on it, so why not give it a shot? Dude, he is mean, man. Where'd you go? Oh, wait. I will say, though Mint Retrograde is a better rocket pulse, this one's a lot more fun to use. Okay, perfect. All right, enemies, where are you at? Let's get this guy too. Sorry, buddy. No one is safe. No one is safe from getting suspended, except for the boss, because we can't suspend him. If I didn't have Woven Mail right there, we would have gotten utterly cooked. Let's just sever him real quick, because why not? Stick him with all of these. He does so much damage. All right. I'm going to go with easily over 100 orbs. If I'm wrong, make fun of me in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. It's always free. It's always appreciated. Basically, the goal here, we always want to make fun builds for you guys. If you've used this or you want to check this out, feel free to let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, thank you so much for coming and watching, and I will catch you in the next one. 78 orbs. Damn it.